Wouldn't it be wonderful if you had a crystal ball to look into the future and see exactly what questions will be asked on the ACT? Hi there, I'm Christina Friedman, Head of Testing for Higher Scores Test Prep. In this video, I'll be talking about what to expect to see on the ACT so you can best prepare to achieve your goal score and earn thousands in free tuition dollars. What is on the ACT? Let's take a look at what's on this test and what kinds of things you'll be asked so you can make a plan of exactly what to work on and create realistic expectations for yourself regarding what ACT success looks like for you. The structure of the ACT is composed of four main subject sections. It starts with English, second is math, the third section covers reading, and the fourth and final section covers science. These sections are always delivered in this order and consist exclusively of multiple choice questions. Now, there is another section of note in the experimental section. Every June ACT, this mandatory experimental multiple choice section is given at the end of the test to students who are not taking the optional writing test. This section is a trial for new kinds of ACT questions and will not count for or against your composite score. Let's dive further into the four subject sections that do comprise your composite score, starting with the ACT English section. It's always the first section, and it includes 5 passages for you to read and answer multiple choice style questions about. It consists of 75 questions in total, 15 questions for each passage. You have 45 minutes to complete this section in total. Predominantly, this section seeks to test your writing, editing, and English language skills. The questions will cover the nuances of basic grammar with questions on sentence structure, punctuation, especially commas, verb tense usage, pronouns, and similar subjects. You will also be asked to comprehend and possibly improve on authors' transitions, redundancy, intent, and logic. Read carefully through every bit of each passage, each questions, and each answer choice. And bear in mind that one of the answers available to you will often be no change, as in, no change is needed, this sentence is written correctly. Don't be afraid to select this option if you can't identify any issues. It's correct more often than most students realize. Now on to the ACT Math section. There are 60 total questions in the math section of the ACT, which you have 60 minutes to complete. That does average out to 1 minute per question, and at first glance, that can sound intimidating. But please don't worry, it's actually a good thing. The test makers are not rooting for you to fail, so they believe that this is plenty of time. That means the questions are not going to be brutally difficult. In fact, all of the problems are designed to be able to be solved without a calculator. Though, note that certain types of calculators are permitted if you want one, even if simply as a good luck charm. Generally speaking, this section is organized in ascending order of difficulty, so handle it like you would a hike. Gain ground when it's easy and pace yourself when it isn't. The ACT Math section tests your abilities in arithmetic, algebra, geometry, statistics, and a little bit of trigonometry. The questions will not be focused on calculating alone, but also reasoning about interpreting numbers, graphs, etc. If math is not your strong suit, spend time preparing by memorizing basic math formulas. They will very likely not be referenced or given to you. You'll be expected to be able to remember foundational high school level math concepts, so be sure to dust off your facilities with calculating percentages and the formula for the area of a circle beforehand. On to the ACT reading. The reading section of the ACT contains 4 passages for you to read and respond to. 3 of the passages will be single written pieces, and 1 of the passages will be a pair of excerpts. It is composed of 40 different questions. You have 35 minutes for this portion of the test. The subjects of the passages will range from humanities to social sciences, natural sciences to literary narrative. You won't be expected to have expertise in any of these subjects or bring any outside knowledge to the table. The goal of this section is to assess your comprehension of the ideas that are presented. It will be looking for you to read closely, analyze the perspective of the author or authors, and integrate information from multiple sources. And last, the ACT Science section. On the ACT, the Science section is devised of 6 or 7 passages for you to read and display an understanding of. It has 40 questions, and you have 35 minutes to answer them all. Similar to the reading section, the topics covered in the Science section vary. You could encounter astronomy or biology. You could encounter chemistry or physics or geology in these passages. But again, this is not about memorized facts or expertise in these areas. Instead, the topics are simply a jumping-off point for you to display your problem-solving skills, your ability to analyze and interpret data, as well as your faculty with applying reasoning and understanding to scientific processes. There is one last section that I want to talk about, the ACT writing section, which is optional. Should you choose to take it, it will be the only non-multiple choice section. It lasts 40 minutes and will ask you to respond to 1 writing prompt. Now, a little bit on how to prepare for the ACT. If you were able to look into the future, I think you see it's looking hopeful. Look at all the great resources that you have available at your fingertips. If you need the best tips and tricks in the business, look no further than this free ebook that will quickly guide you through the immediate ways to raise your ACT and SAT scores. If you're looking for more in-depth training, I have online ACT prep courses that can help you, one of which you can complete in as few as 4 hours. If you have any other questions, feel free to either send me a message or try your luck with the online Magic 8 Ball, because even if it's not going to help us with the ACT, it's still fun. But there's so much more to know about this topic, and I have a free gift to help you get all the help you need. Come sign up for the Insider's Guide to the ACT and SAT, where I'll hand you 35 amazing strategies to help you do better on your test and earn more free cash for college. Click the link below or head to higherscorestestprep.com/start, and I'll see you there.